Animals are complex creatures. Elephants, for example, considered as one of the most intelligent mammals on Earth, build extensive and life-enduring social bonds. Elephants are known to have broadened social infrastructures. They tend to travel in large family units of up to 100 members. According to studies by the Last Chance for Animals organization, it has been shown that elephants mourn the loss of a member. Likewise, elephants in their natural habitats walk distances of 30 to 50 miles per day. They can live up to 70 years in the wild, whereas in captivity they tend to live only an average of 19 years. Elephants, just like any other animal, require specific living conditions, and these conditions cannot be met under artificial settings. Zoos are jails for animals. Animals have the natural instinct to travel thousands of miles during their lifespan, but zoos repress these behaviors. Animals under captivity are limited to walk short distances within their cages. Wild animals in zoos suffer physically and mentally as they cannot engage in their natural behavior like they would in the wild. They become stressed, they're isolated, and carry an unhappy life. Animals should live in their natural habitats, not in concrete boxes. Animals do not belong in zoos. They belong in open spaces where they can run, climb, bathe, and socialize with other animals. Animals under captivity are unable to do any of these behaviors. Zoos try to imitate animals' natural habitat with fake environments. According to the Defending Animal Rights Association, 6 million animals are living in captivity. Zoos often claim that animal captivity is done for important causes. One of these is nature conservation. Zoos claim to play a key role in saving animals from extinction by breeding species and then reintroducing them into the wild. According to the Defending Animal Rights Association, less than 10% of animals kept in zoos are endangered species, and breeding proves to be an ineffective method since it often leads to the premature death of the mother after being exposed to numerous trials. Instead, effective conservation is carried out by working in the animal's natural habitat to protect individuals and entire ecosystems. Zoos are frequently viewed as educational grounds for the public to learn about animal behavior and its natural habitats. In reality, visitors only spend a few minutes at each display, seeking entertainment rather than enlightenment. Even if they wanted to, they couldn't since animals do not act genuinely and their environment does not represent their natural habitats. As I mentioned before, animals suffer both mentally and physically under captivity. Animal captivity is a process that begins before animals are placed in zoos. It begins in their natural habitat when they are separated from their families. In a study discussed by Nature International Journal Weekly of Science, it was demonstrated that animals undergo social breakdowns when they are cut from their social relations. People with post-traumatic stress disorder were starting to understand how violence also affects animals. Studies indicate that trauma in early life has lasting psychophysiological effects on brain and behaviors. Disruption during the bonding process in animals such as maternal separation, deprivation, or trauma can lead to abnormal development. Elephants and other animals in captivity have demonstrated symptoms related to PTSD such as depression, asocial behavior, and hyperaggression. In a recent study conducted by Georgia J. Mason, a professor at the University of Guelph in Ontario, investigated the lifespans of African and Asian elephants living in zoos compared to those living in reserved parks. From the 300 female elephants studied in zoos, none of them made it past the age of 50, and half had died by the age of 21. On the other hand, 2/3 of elephants living in the wild had passed the age of 50. Even though improvements in animal management have enhanced life expectancy in animals, there is still a significant difference compared with lifespan in the wild.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad